over there? There we go. Okay, all right. Listen, I told y'all, I ain't tech savvy. I'm somebody's kind of savvy. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. My vacuum has got cords happening. We got life happening this morning. All right. I want to walk you through who is your customer and why does it matter? Because your customer is everything. And listen, your customer, it can't be everybody, okay? Your customer absolutely cannot be everybody. And we're not even going to go down that road today. So if you're thinking, hey, my customer is everybody, I want it to be everybody, we're really going to talk about that. Yikes. I'm waiting for a marker because if you trust me for any amount of time now, you listen. You know it's funny. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go live time with this. All right. I'm going to reuse this later on, so this should work. Thank you for getting that vacuum out of here. All right. I don't know how to do this. So we're going to talk about who's your customer. What is it going to look like? I'll wait 1,000 pages if y'all need me to. All right. Who's your customer and how do you attract them? What does it look like? And then at the end, we're going to go through why does this matter for you? Why does it matter for you? Because it does. It matters. I love the space of women. I love the space of 30 and 40-year-olds really taking to the marketplace. Because a lot of you already know what's taking place. You already know what's out there. You know what's available to you. You just don't know how to go get it. And so you're like, I don't know who my customer is. I got 1,000 things in my mind that I want to do. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And so today I'm going to walk you through how do you build in a space? How do you make something make sense? And how do you help it grow for you when it's in an area that you don't even know? And I'm going to be sitting down, maybe standing up. We'll see what happens here as we go. If you are on YouTube or if you're on TikTok, there are links in my bio that you can go ahead and click if you wanted to see the product I'm going to talk about here. You're like, I really don't want to watch this whole thing. Click the link in my bio, look at the product, okay? If you want to go to my school, I have a community that I'm just getting started in. And it takes women just like you who are like, I don't know exactly who my customer is. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I know I want it to make sense. And maybe I'll screen share. But before I do that, I always want to tell you guys, hey, you know what? I keep it simple. M-O-N-E-Y. My handwriting, I didn't say what's good now. This is where you want to go, okay? I don't know if you can see that. You all want to go here. Hey, what's up? Let me know where you're from in the comments, okay? So if you're talking about, hey, I want to attract my customer. Like who is your customer? Are you in the online space? Who is your customer? Okay. And we're gonna talk about this today. Like, who's your customer? Who is it that you're trying to market to? You cannot market to everybody. If you're marketing to everybody, 1, you don't have clarity. 2, you're probably already burned out. 3, you're like, you're stuck. You're in a zone of you don't exactly know what to do. You're in a zone of how do I actually make this work online? All right. So let me know. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know. Are you into the digital space? Like, do you market online? What is it that you do? Do you work? Let me know as you go through this. I'm going to walk you through this because it's exciting. Our community's going through this right now. Who's your customer? We're cleaning it up for you. We're taking the guesswork out. All right. So if everyone is your customer, all right, if everyone is your customer, I'm here and here, I'm on YouTube too, then you actually are probably not making any kind of money. Because if everybody is your customer, that's never going to work out. So we're going to put, I'm just going to put here, everybody, listen, it ain't going to work out. Is it everybody? Let me know. Is your customer everybody? Like, I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want anybody to not see my stuff. If your customer is everybody, this will never work out. You have to understand exactly who's your customer. If you don't know, then the planning feels heavy, your product feels heavy, you really can't go, right? So in this next 30 minutes, I'm going to leave you with a 1 customer statement at the end of this, okay? At the end, I want you to have a 1 customer statement. That's it, all right? You'll have your first name and your niche and who do you talk to, all right? I'm Reba. I talk to 30 and 40-year-olds and I lead them to empower their life to build life and income, all right, on their terms in a peaceful manner. That's it. I'm like your encouragement coach. I make simple. We take the craziness and we break it down for you into the simple, bite-sized chunks, all right? And so if you're trying to find your customer, I want you to write this down, all right? What does your customer want? What does your customer want? Let me know in the comments. Like, what does your customer want? Who are you marketing to? What's something they want? For me, my customer wants to be able to do all the things in life without having to worry about meetings, schedules, and clients. Because that's all they've known. They know how to get money from meetings, schedules, and clients. They're like, I want to keep the exact same income I have or more. And I don't want to have to I don't have to go meet clients, places. I don't have to go to a bunch of meetings. I don't have to be in somewhere from 9 to 5, 9 to 9, 9 to 6. I don't want to live by my phone. I want to live from freedom. My customer wants a lifestyle. What lifestyle does your customer want? All right. And then what are you going to give them? Like, what's the feeling? What does your customer enjoy? My customer enjoys probably drinking tea, unbothered. If she's anything like me, it's the market, okay? Or a bookstore. What does your customer enjoy? Does she enjoy traveling? All right. You have to understand, like, what's a lifestyle outcome? So my customers, when we're done working, my goal for them is to earn and overlap the income they have right now and then move into a life they can decide what they really want to do. It opens up the options. Do they want to travel, not worry about PTO? Do they want to be able to cover all the expenses and not worry about having to miss their kids' stuff because they have a meeting they can't miss, or the phone ringing, or the emails going off, or something's due at midnight the next day, or a customer wants something from them? They want to be able to be present in what matters for them. That's my customer, okay? Like my customer wants to, they just want to be present. All right? Not tied to a phone for income. All right? And they want peace. They want peace in life, right? My customer, if you're her, she wants peace in life. Like she's tired of going everywhere. One of my really good friends was let go from a role last week, and she was like, actually, the most peace I've actually had in forever. This is the most peace she's had because she wasn't tired of going to somewhere all the time. When you can make an income and overlap it, it makes things so much easier for you. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know where you're from, and let me know, what do you do for work? When you're able to do what you want to do and not be stuck, it's a game changer for you mentally. Like you cannot beat that mentally. All right. Comment. I want you to think about your customer. What lifestyle does she want? And what time frame? What does she enjoy? So my customer is 30 to 40 years old. In the next year, she'll overlap her income. She'll create and design a life and income that she truly wants. She's going to have peace from that. She's going to have her presence, and she's going to be able to show up. She's not trading anything for her income anymore. She's not trading her peace, her presence, or her identity. All those things are done. So stay with me to the end here, because I want to really help you shape yours. Let me know where you're from, what's happening. All right, if you don't have time, hit the link in my bio and just click it. You can email back any questions. I'm a free game if you want to email me. You put your email in, you come in there, you say, you get an email from me, you just respond back, say, hey, I have some questions. I'll invite you to a Q&A. You can ask anything that you want in that Q&A. Hey, what's up, Nitro? Okay, so attracting your customer is simple, but we make it really hard. We start to overthinking, right? We wanted to do this in a way that you can talk to your customer and you can cut off all the extras. Like when people are like, hey, I really want my customer to, I want to do this so that I want to travel, but I don't really know. No, I want you to cut the fluff in this. What does your customer want? What's the lifestyle? Okay. Okay. So what do they want? What does your customer actually want? What do you want? Because you're probably your customer. What do you want in life? Hey, let me know you're from the comments. What do you want in life? See, what does your customer truly want? What's the lifestyle? Okay. Like if you made $1,400 a day, what would you do with that? What's the lifestyle? Mine, listen, I'm a morning person. So my customer wants to wake up and not be rushed to go anywhere. All right? All right, so they have time. Right, so they have time to do what they want. My customer wants time to do what they want. And they want to be able to do this in the next 12 months. I say 6, but she's out there because she's going to come with me. She's going to overthink. She's going to ask all these questions because I'm her. And then she's going to start making money because I'm her. And she's going to realize that she can actually make more money in less time with less work because I'm her. Are you her? Listen, is that you? Let me know in the comments, okay? She's actually going to be like, okay, I really want to come in. I really want to say. And a lot of you are like, oh, I'm coming in, I'm listening, I'm coming in, I'm leaving. If you want to change your life, you've got to figure out who are you talking to. You've got to figure out what are you doing to impact the world. And you've got to figure out exactly what is that thing. What are you adding to the world? Who is your customer? And I can't stress this enough. And then what are you giving them? What product are you teaching them? What are you sharing with them that's actually going to impact their life? And this cannot be fluff. This can't be, oh, I just want to be able to do what I want to do for my kids. No, your customer wants to know what can you do for them? Because here's the reality. I tell everybody this. When you build online, when you start making $14,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, what it is that you're building a life for you, and everything around you is the byproduct of that. Everything around you is the byproduct. And so when you're attracting your customer, you're literally attracting who you were last year, 5 years ago to making it. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know what state. I'm excited you're here. And if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. Okay? So your customer, we're going to cut the fluff out of this. I want to know what you'll do for your customer in 5 words or less. Okay? Mine will design life and income in the next 12 months. That's it. They'll get what they want to do in life. And if you're like, hey, I want to talk about, hit the link in my bio. Look at the product, you guys. The product changes games, all right? Right now, the highest product we have is $900, and it will go up to $1,400, the new product by end of this week. And it's going to come in 2 languages. So if you don't speak Spanish, hey, you can still profit off of it, okay? But we can't do that without knowing who your customer is, okay? Okay, I want you to think about, people always talk about, hey, find your customer's pain. That's not how I work. I don't work from a pain mindset. I work from desire. So I want to know, what's your customer's desire? What do they want? Okay. I don't work from a lack mindset. I don't work from a fear-based mindset. I want to know, what does your customer want? What do you want right now? Okay. Like she wants to feel peace. She wants to feel present. She wants to actually be in her life instead of looking at it. Have you ever just look at your life and you're like, how did I get here? I don't know how I got here. All right. And then I want you to be able to share with your customer, what is one micro proof? For me, I always show my community because women 30s and 40s often need community first, and then they can build. They have a community. Okay, I can make 100% profit, so nobody in here is making money off of me. That's what got my attention. I have customers probably the exact same I am. I don't want anybody's cash cow. I want to be my own cash cow. I want to be able to do what I want when I want. And your customers probably thinking the exact same thing. So what's a micro proof that you can offer? What's a product? Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments as you come in. Let me know where you're from. All right, drop it. Are you in the digital space? Let me know. Oh, affordable lab. I like that. What's up? Let me know. So your customer has to be able to see you and her. You cannot be fake online. You cannot be inauthentic. Okay, it doesn't work. And then you've got to have a product that actually works, that you're actually giving people. Can they implement it? My product in 7 days, the average person has their first sale. Our highest product is $900 or $1,400. Why? Because if I can get that in your pocket, you can start running the gears of your mind and say, you know what? It takes me a day or two to make $900. I just made it in a couple of minutes. and I made it from content speaking to the person that I want to speak to. That's the difference. You're speaking to who you need to speak to. What's up, Shea Butter Baby? Listen, you're speaking to who you want to speak to. What's up, Tanaya? Let me know where you're from in the comments, okay? And then you have to take these desires and you have to throw them into your captions. So, like you guys are coming in today. How did I attract a customer? Why did I do that today? Because if you can attract a customer, you can attract income. I told you, I always move from a place of desire. When I started, I was like, okay, I'm really stressed out, but I don't want to talk about stress. I don't want to keep talking about what's going on. Talk about, okay, what do I see going for myself? And the only thing I could see at that time was I just want peace. I just want less stress. If something can help me with the peace, help me have less stress, like that was it. And they can help me be unrestricted with my income. You had my attention, because what I had known so far was being in the corporate space, being stressed out, having bad leadership, and then having to always work through some kind of layoff, some kind of restructure. And I was tired of telling people, I love it, and you don't have a job here anymore. And I was tired of seeing people's faces come in and be like, oh, okay, you're telling me that I'm valued, but now you're telling me to go. And I couldn't do it anymore. All right. So I started looking, what can I do to help someone find income? Not getting laid off from it. They can't get fired from it. So my customer wants secure income. They want secure income. If you're like, hey, I want secure income, let me know. I think that's what we all want. I think we all want some secure income. All right. And so when you are looking at, hey, now that we have your customer, how do you get this out into the world, right? You've got your customer, you know their desires, you know their time frame. How do you get this out into the world? This is where I teach you how to have a DFY product, done for you product. And this is why it matters, because if you're having a hard time already trying to figure out who your customer is, you probably are trying to figure out what kind of product do you have? What is happening over here? You're trying to figure out, how can I actually attract my customer? So if you got to figure out who your customer is, and then you've got to have a product done for you. If you don't have a product, I have one. I'll share it with you. You can have my blueprint for free. There is no cap, no nothing there. If you don't like it, unsubscribe any day. That's yours. It's up to you. But I want to understand, having a customer helps you understand who you are, who you're marketing to, and then I will teach you how to go. So I have a customer, right? She wants secure income. She wants to be able to design her life. She doesn't want to have to ask permission. What she wants to do, okay? A customer wants to live just unrestricted, all right? They want to be unrestricted in their peace, their identity, and they want their presence. They want to decide how they design their life. They decide, how do you design your life and how do you move forward, all right? So you have your customer, and then how are you going to bring it to market? To market is one of the biggest things. My friend Tim was 55 years old, 25 years for the company, and they cut him. And he started this business, and now he's like, you know what? I thought all I wanted to do was work. I couldn't see anything else. And in 9 months, he made 100K. Well, it opened up the options for him. He was like, oh, well, I actually don't want to go to work meetings anymore. I actually want to golf. So now he golfs and he makes an income online. But his customer, to a T, is someone who wants to get out of the corporate space, who wants to make their own money. You see how simple that was? And now he's changed a little bit. It's his customer who wants to make money while they're golfing. All right. I want you to make money while you're sleeping. I want you to have something in your hands. And so we're going to talk about lines that convert here. What's going to convert? I'm going to give you these 3 captions right now. You can use them. You can go with them. You can decide. Oh, my bad. If y'all see this, let me know. Okay. Here we go. All right. So you need captions that talk to your customer. These are super important. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to get a little closer now. Closer, baby. A little closer, baby. All right. You need captions. You need hooks. All right. We're going to do SEO and hashtags. All right, so why do captions matter? If you're trying to go to your perfect customer, captions matter because they're exactly how do you call your person into you? How do you attract them into you? Because we don't chase. We're not, hey, what's up, Jasmine? Where are you from? You don't chase people. Like, I don't believe in hustle and grind. If that's your thing, I'm not your girl. I don't like hustle and grind. I'm tired. I'm old. I'm older than I look. Don't judge me. Okay? Your girl goes to bed at like 9 o'clock. That's how old I am. But I know that if I can get your attention, then I can talk to you. Hey, let me know where you're from. If I can get your attention, then I know that we can actually have a conversation. We can keep it going. And we can say, hey, I really know what we're doing here to understand who am I calling. So your caption is going to be like, hey, oh, sorry. All right. 3 lines. No more than 3 lines, y'all. We out here with ADHD. We got whole lives. Don't give me a paragraph. I know y'all see mine sometimes. Don't copy me though. Some of you read that whole thing too. I'm like, I don't even know what I wrote there 5 minutes ago. So you need a caption. All right, hooks. Hooks, you want 5 words or less. All right. Like, who is your customer? That was my hook today. That's what made you stop in here. Are you outside zooming? Like yesterday, a lot of y'all were outside zooming on my live because y'all was out here following. So I want you to engage with my stuff, okay? I want you to be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Okay, don't be out here just looky-looing. Don't be out here just browsing. I guess you can. It's your TikTok, okay? But I want you to get paid from scrolling. I want you to have a way, right? And so as you know who your customer is right now, as you know who you're calling in, hey, what's up, Legacy Building? I can't see, it says W. Who? Let me know where you're from. I want you to be able to call your customer in. Thank you so much. I want you to be able to call your customer into you. Talk about how do you get your customer? All right, your caption has to talk to your customer. All right, your hook. All right, 5 words or less, and then your story frame. Oh, thank you. All right, your story frame. I'm sorry, SEO has it. So SEO, I want you to put captions on all of your stuff. I want your hook to be powerless. All right. So my customer wants to know how to build online, less stress. All right. She desires to build something. South Alabama. I just like singing that. Oh, okay. Listen, I got friends in South Alabama. Right. What's up, Sling? Your wants to know what you're doing. So if your hook isn't capturing your customer, you don't know who you're talking to. You have to know. Remember, we can't talk to everybody. Okay. Everybody means there's no clarity. We're calling in nothing. Have your customer look at their desires. Your hook to talk to the desires of your customer. I told you guys, I only go from a place of desires. I don't believe in fear-based content because fear-based content for me is sucks. I want the feeling. All right. I know I want something different. Don't tell me that, but tell me where I can go. So my customer, again, I help them design a life. So my hook would be like, design 2 ways to design a life you actually love. 3 ways to design a life from peace. I want you to have income and peace together. All right. So you're going to have these hooks. SEO hashtags. Hashtags really, they're questionable these days, okay? But your SEO, I want you to put that video on. I want you to put the captions on there and let these social media plays, the algorithms, read what you're talking about. And 70% of people actually watch social media with the volume off. I'm one of them. The other day my phone rang and I was like, I don't know what that is. That sounds terrible. Who did that? Cut it off. So captions are SEO words are important. You've got to have those captions on, all right? And then you want to call your customer with engagement. Your customer, they want to engage with you, but they just want to know that you're a real person, all right? They want to know that you're real. They want to know that you're out there. They want to know, oh, this isn't a scam bot. Don't be a scammer. Listen, I'll block you. But they want to know that you're real. So engagement, ask questions, ask hands, ask, hey, what caught your attention? I want you to have your customer and I want you to grow online. All right. If that's you, like, hey, I want something new, go ahead and give me a follow. I'm super pumped. But second of all, go ahead and let me know who is your customer. When you give me who's your customer in here, go on host, say who's your customer. I'll do some shorts on this today. All right. And one thing I love is that now that you know your customer, you can actually branch that into Spanish. Our new product came out in Spanish. and it will be live. I'll have it for you to purchase. You can get English and Spanish, and you know what? It's done for you. You don't got to figure out all of the words between the two different languages. So, hey, Marvin, what's up? If you were on here and you heard, hey, I asked a question, you got your answer. If not, catch me on YouTube. I'll put this replay up there later on. All right? YouTube's over here. And one thing that's really important is once you know who your customer is, once you figured out exactly what they want, once you understand this, your content will now speak to them forever. Your content will be working for you. Your content can live in automations. If you don't know what that is, put automations in the comments. Because if you're not working from your customer, your automations talk to who your customer is, and they warm them up for you. And I'll give you everything that you need for this. All right? I cannot go into how does that work. Okay, I can't go into automations right now, but I can tell you, if you're missing out on automations, you are missing out on a peaceful life because they work for you and anything else. I had someone email me before and was like, hey, thank you so much for the email. And I was like, I was new. I was like, what email are they talking about? What email? And then my kid's like, Mom, those are your automations. And I was like, yeah, that's what that is, girl. Yeah. And so I emailed them back and we had a whole email conversation. Hey, give me a follow. Hit the link in my bio. Because I want to put something in your hand that can actually work. I want to show you what's possible. You can have a 2-hour workday and your customer's already in it. So now that you know who your customer is, you can actually have a 2-hour workday and talk to your customer. You can use captions and hooks to speak right to their heart. I want you to speak right to their heart like you would your own. You don't want someone just spamming you and blowing things out. You want someone who understands. Like I was in the most stressful situation in my corporate role, laying off half my team, a leader who really didn't care. People were just numbers. If you asked for any kind of development, literally it was cold. It was cold shoulder. And then it just became a dog eat dog world. And the amount of stress pushed me into a mental state I will never want to repeat again. And when I found this product and it had automations, I realized I didn't have to give so much brain power to a system. I could actually have it working for me in the background. All right. So, hey, what's up, user 44280? What state are you in? Let me know. I'm sorry. How are you all? Okay. And then, so we had your customer. You know, hey, automations will work for you. If you need to know about automations, click link on bio and send me an email. Actually, cannot go into all that here, but we are going live in Spanish. And so you've been with me this long. I am excited because a done for you product, DFY. I didn't even know what that meant when I started. I'm like, I don't know what DFY is, okay? But I knew that I could follow a step-by-step video. We're going to give you a step-by-step video that you can follow, and you could be up and running by this weekend. Our highest product goes for $1,400. Second highest goes for $900. And just if you have 10 people coming to you asking you questions at $900, that's $9,000 in a month. If you have 10 people coming and ask questions about our $14 package, that's $14,000 in a month. I always say, what can you live with that? Like, will that open up your life an extra 10K, an extra 14K? Why is that important? Because when you have income coming in, you can live from a place of peace. You can do just that. If you're coming in late, we're about to hop off here. Okay. We talked about who is your customer and how do you attract them to you? Covered. How do you speak to your customer? Covered. Captions, hook, looking at the SEO. Having your customer outline is the key. If you're talking to everybody, you're talking to no one. All right. Super clear. I talk to 30 and 40-year-olds who design their own life and income without trading anything off. Their presence, their identity, their peace, and of course, their income. I work with ladies and I'm branching into the Spanish community. And I want you to be a part of that. Listen, I want you to be a part of it. Okay. I want you to be part of it because it matters. It matters the most. Understanding how do you push yourself beyond. All right. So we're going to close down. Who was your customer? What are we talking about? Are y'all headed to work this morning? All right. And then how do you keep your customers going? So let's talk about our PPP, our 2-hour workday. All right. Our 2-hour workday. Let me break this down for you because it's one of the most simplest things. Our 2-hour workday is bananas. I don't even know how to type on here. Can I type on here? I don't think I can. I don't know how to type on here. If I could type on here, I would. We know who your customer is. We talk from desires. How do you make an impact? Like, how do you start making income once you know who your customer is? You've got to have a couple of things. You've got to have, all right, a product that actually makes sense for you. I only believe in high products, high ticket, high commission. So I only do products that bring me 100% profit, which is why I do this digital marketing. Link in my bio. Okay, I'm not going through all that here, but I will tell you, 100% profit at $900 was way better than what I was doing before, where I was getting 20 to 40% commissions. And so I did the math last night. I had to sell 100 canisters to equal one of our top products at $1,400. Or I had to sell 175 packages to make $1,400. And now I can sell one thing and make $1,400. Mine exploded. Stress, hello, down there below. Okay? That makes sense for me. And done for you, DFY, I didn't know what it was, but it made sense for me because I understood what could happen. And so if you're on this long, I'm about to drop this knowledge for you. I'm actually going to give you hooks to use, hooks that I would use, okay? Because it matters. Having your customer outline, and I want to give you some examples of actually real hooks, real things that you could do to impact your people. And then I'm going to get off of here. I got things to do today, all right? 2 golden hours equal calm peace. If you read that, would you stop? All right. 1 promised, 1 post, and peace, because digital real estate lives forever. All right. Presence first, income by design. Listen, that's my whole life. That's what I'm trying to do. All right. Edit it, publish, breathe. I would say, in other words, plan it, produce it, peace out. We're out of here. I hope that you had fun. Thank y'all for joining me today. I'm hopping off of here. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I'll see you all soon. Ended.